Welcome to another flip through of the coloring book. In December I got a lot of wonderful new coloring books, and many of them were by Marty Noble, who is definitely one of my favorite artists. And today I want to show you a couple of books from this series by Livre. From the first sight, they look not very impressive, they look thin, and when I got my first book from this series, I even thought that maybe it's a book for children. My first book were Goddesses by Marty Noble, but since my first finished picture, I totally fall in love with these books. They are simple, they are double-sided obviously, but because of the beauty of the art, I would say that these books, they are suitable both for beginner colorists and for advanced colorists. Marty Noble's style is quite detailed, so you will find very interesting elements on all her pictures. And I managed to color in this series of books both with polychromases, Prismacolors, Arteza pencils, and even with paints like gouache or acrylic, which don't require a lot of water. So you will be able to use various mediums, so don't be afraid if pictures are double-sided. So let me show you these beautiful designs, everything about mermaids. Apart from the beauty of all the girls here, things which I really love is that apart from the mermaids, we also have a merman, which is not very frequent thing. I know that we have some mermaids in the books by Anastasia Koldereva, but I also was very happy to find them here. And another very interesting thing is that beneath all the pictures we have some descriptions, so it also some parts of the legends, some stories, and honestly I've never heard about so many varieties of mermaids. We have some stories about mermaids from Greek mythology, from Irish fairy tales, so it's really very interesting. You know that I love when, apart from being able to color, I love when I can also learn something from pictures. So look at these beautiful designs. Of course, each mermaid is surrounded by various undersea creatures, a lot of various fishes, beautiful corals and seaweeds, and it's a very frequent thing when I love to color ornaments. Usually many designs by Marty Noble, they are surrounded by frames, and I do love when picture is surrounded by frame. For me it looks more accurate in such way, and usually ornament on the frame corresponds with the main image, so I don't mind to color ornaments by Marty Noble. And look how detailed are all the images. Pictures by Marty Noble are one of the few where I don't mind to have black lines. I plan to get rid of the main black lines on the water. In my opinion, pictures will look better without this black lines which indicate waves, but everything else will be perfectly fine. Maybe it's because style of Marty Noble a little bit reminds me about style of stained glass windows. Look at these beautiful pictures. I already gathered a lot of various books with mermaids. I love them, I love to color them, and it's very interesting to see how each artist depict mermaids in its own style. I love mermaids by Anastasia Koldereva, I love mermaids by Selina Fenech, but of course I love these mermaids also. I do love this one. The Seal Maiden, the Mermaid of Zenor, so a lot of interesting stories. I need to learn about all these mermaids. You can see that paper is white, It's not very thin. I would say that paper is similar to the paper in Creative Haven book, but pictures are double-sided. Of course, I would prefer to have them in a one-sided edition, but as I usually say, sometimes beauty of the designs definitely can excuse the quality of the book. And I think that this book, they have very reasonable price, so it's another advantage for this series of the books. And honestly, I know that I won't be able to color each and every design, so I'm not bothered that pictures are double-sided. I love that we have so huge variety of various fishes. I love to visit aquariums to look at various fishes, to learn them, so it will be very interesting to find color combos for each of them. And of course here we have dolphins. Some kind of German fairy tale about poor German miller who lost everything, so another interesting story to read. Here we have the Babylonian sea god. I'm glad that Marty Noble provides us with such an interesting and inspiring information. For me, it's always helpful when I read this explanation, this description. It always helps me to start selecting my main colors for the image. So, very helpful for me. And I don't know why, but I think that this one is very beautiful. I would like to get rid of some of the black lines, but I think that gouache will be helpful here. And Mermaid Lady is very beautiful. Another beautiful book about mermaids in my collection, so I am so nicely prepared for Mermaid. I will be able to do at least one new picture each day during the whole May, but of course I hope that I will start coloring in this beautiful book much earlier. Thanks for watching, and until the next videos.